Hi, Steve here with the Dennis Bisskit Adventures. Yippee! We're not going to talk about that. I know you're disappointed, but something quite important came up. This letter, actually. Rather moving letter from a lovely old chap, Albert, and I'd like to share it with you if that's okay. Dear Sir, bit of respect, I like that. Dear Sir, I've been a huge fan of yours for many years. Whatever. You always seem very wise and handsome. Well, it's not for me to comment on that, is it? But he certainly seems to know what he's talking about, Albert. Blah, blah, blah. Well, actually, he rambled on a bit after that, and I'd very nearly given up, and then he came to the point. Prepare yourself. My nasal hair is completely out of control. Oh no, I didn't see that coming. My nasal hair is completely out of control. It's now hanging down over my mouth. And unfortunately, my wife does not find this very attractive. That's a bit weird, isn't it? I thought that'd be quite a good look, hanging down. But it takes all sorts. And basically what it is he wants to do something about this. He spotted one of those new nasal hair removers in a magazine. Quite expensive because he's on a pension. And, you know, he's an old bloke and he's just asking my advice, what he should do. Now, I don't know much about this new technology. If my nasal hair gets a bit long, I just get my wife's cooking tongs, good clump, cheap but effective. Does the job. I will wash them in a minute. Busy helping the old people. God. And also you're probably thinking, what would Steve know about the elderly? You know, he's maybe in his mid-30s, possibly 40. But no, I'm older than that actually, and I'm not twice as old. I mean, I was nearly 80. Not that old. But anyway, I thought I've got a few elderly fans, and I thought, who can they trust if not me? So I thought, I'm going to help them out. I'm going to do it, because that's just the kind of guy I am. And I thought, not just the nasal hair remover, but there's quite a few little gadgets advertised for the elderly. So I thought over the next few weeks I shall study a few of these. And this last week I've looked at a couple of them. First up, and I've made a report. It's all here in the report. First up, I looked at hearing aids. Now, people get older, you turn the telly up full volume, you can't hear much, you know, so I had a look at this. Now, to be honest, I hadn't actually seen a hearing aid in many years. When I was a kid, my gran had, it was like a big ear trumpet came out here. I think my granddad welded it together with a few bits and pieces out of the shed. She had it around her neck on a big piece of rope, and that was actually perfect. You could not better that. You know, you'd say something to her and she'd go, what? And she'd hold up the ear trumpet, you'd shout down the end of it, and it worked perfectly. You could not better that design. So you can imagine my surprise when I saw the latest hearing aids. Well, I say saw it, I couldn't see it. It's that small, you can't see anything. Bloke put it on the counter, I'm going, where is it? There. Where? Well, that? Absolute rubbish. I nearly gave up, and then I thought, well, I promised the old people now. So I got some tweezers, stuck it in my ear, disappeared. Absolutely disappeared. I was messing around, poking around in there with a cotton bud for a week trying to find it. In the end, I had to get my wife to whack me on the side of the head, the other side, with a big frying pan, which she was happy to do. Bit too happy to do for my liking. Anyway, it fell out. And a big lump of earwax, so it was a win-win situation. But in all honesty, I can only give it 2 out of 10. It's just too small. You're not getting value for money. Stick with the ear trumpet. That's my advice for that. It's all in the report. So that was disappointing. But then a few days later came the big moment. I got to road test the Cambrook 15 horsepower super high performance nasal hair remover. And I know you're on the edge of your seat, so I'm not going to keep you in suspense. I gave it 10 out of 10 straight away. I didn't mess about with 9.75 and 3/4, 10 out of 10. And I'm going to read from the report now because it's superb in a kit. The Cambook 15 horsepower high performance nasal air remover. If, like Albert, you're looking for the new smooth aerodynamic look and the inside of your nostrils looks like the Amazon jungle, this is definitely the tool for you. Visually, it's going to be very hard to beat. Early nasal air removers were pretty shabby looking, not the sort of thing you'd have on display. You'd generally find them hidden away in a chap's sock drawer alongside his surgical truss and varicose vein support stockings. But this new machine is a beauty. Its sleek stainless steel design looks superb, and any sophisticated modern man would be more than happy to place it next to his mobile phone on a restaurant table, just in case he needs a quick nasal clean-up between courses. Yeah. Now then, safety with the elderly, safety is very important, so I'll put that in the report as well. A word of warning, they do not call this the nasal whippersnipper without good reason. Safety glasses should be worn at all times because air can fly out in any direction. Remember, this is a tool for professionals. Its powerful motor means it will require both hands to guide it into the nostril. Anyone with arthritis of the wrist could very easily take an eye out, so watch out for that. Because another great bonus with this machine is that you can also use it on your hairy ears. But remember, if you do, always first remove your little hearing aid. Could be disastrous. So there you go, that's been some assistance. And remember, if you're feeling a bit depressed because of your hairy ear situation, there's always the Dennis Bisskit Adventures. Yippee! Won't actually get rid of the hairy ears, but you'll be laughing that much, you'll forget all about it. So that's it for this month. Bye for now, and look after yourselves. What do you think? I'm going to wash them, I'm doing it now. I'm trying to help the old people.